Hey guys, on the bench this morning I have a realistic STA 2000D. I've never seen anything so preserved in all my life. It's just, there's not even a scratch on this. Like, honest to God, look at the wood and finish. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful, it's huge. The transformer, I can see it through here. It's huge as well. So we must be pushing probably 80 watts with this. I'm not too sure. We'll have to look it up. I know it's heavy. It's on a bench. This guy had this for a long time. He's telling me that all he wants it is to be serviced, checked over. He doesn't think there's anything wrong with it, but he may think that there might be some dirty potentiometers and switches and stuff. So I told him that I would take a look at it, and we're going to do just that. So if you have a realistic STA 2000D, this could be a good video, and we're going to service this together. So what I'll do is I'll plug this in through the dim bulb, turn this on, and the power switch. Where would you be? Power switch right here. Bingo. I heard the relay click in. Look at the beautiful lamps on this, eh? It's the bluish color. Isn't that nice? Anyways, guys, I think I'll hook up the speakers to this and we'll see what it sounds like before we do any work on it. And we have speaker outlet A, so... Oh, that lamp is out. So we have FM. The stereo light is working, but the FM is not working. Phono is working. Auxiliary 1 is not working. Auxiliary 2 is working. Okay. Dolby. I'd like to see if that Dolby light is working. This would be the Dolby light. The Dolby lamp is not working. Okay. So a couple of lamps missing here. This is the phono stage. Here's the auxiliary. The dial is not set properly either. It's way too much this way, but these are the watt meters down here, which is pretty cool. It seemed to be working great. Not sure if this light, this is for the tuning light. That should be on. Well, it comes on and off, so on and off here, so we'll have to take a look at this. Nothing too serious with this realistic STA 2000D, so we'll power this off and unplug this. Let's open this up and see what we're going to find. Okay, so this is hanging on by for dear life here. You have screws in the back. Did you see that? Gone. This will slide right out. And here's the top. Looks really nice. Okay. That is nice. I really love this. All right. I have to take my glasses off. It's gonna get serious. In order for me to get these sides, I'm gonna have to take the bottom plate out of there. It's attached to the bottom, which is okay. We'll get that. So I'll get the bottom straight away. It's a beast, eh? All kinds of screws. My goodness. And now I'll be able to get these out of the way. Look at this, eh? Plywood. Nice. Okay. So I'm letting you onto the bottom part of it. Let's get closer here. This is what the bottom looks like. This is part of my power supply here. I have my 2 filter caps here. I have my rectifier, which is right there, that changes AC to DC directly from the transformer. I have all kinds of protection here from the fuses. This is part of this. All this is part of the power supply. Okay, now we have these stone boards are here. Got a circuitry here. I'm not sure what this is. It could be, not sure if that's the phono stage or not. I don't think. This is part of my relay. Protection circuit is here. This could be my phono stage, my FM, right along here. I have something here that I don't know what that is. And I want you to check out, closer to this, check out my power amp. Left and the right. And this is beautiful. Look how clean it is, eh? Check out my filter caps. Huge. 63 volts each. There's the transformer. She's a big one. And right here attached to the heatsink would be output transistors are down here. Okay, it looks awfully clean. And now this is the track here for the lights, so I'll have to check that. This one here is blinking. This is for this one here, but don't know for some reason. Must be loose in there or something. Okay. Well, we'll check that out now. Oh, they've put LEDs in there. These lamps have been changed to blue lamps. Nice. Might have a bad connection here too, eh? But anyways, we'll put you back on the stand. So they've changed the lamps on here. Good. In order for me to get some good spray on these, I'm gonna have to take this front plate off. This is gonna be a lot of fun, isn't it? Really hard to get, eh? Okay guys, I've checked all these capacitors on every single board. They're all healthy. Everything is 100%. Even these little orange ones that are low ESR, and it's no sense me changing any of those. I've checked also back here where the power supply is. And actually I've checked also the power amp. Both power amps capacitors are all checking okay. Now I wanted to check the voltage on the filter capacitors. They're rated at 63, so I assume this should be awful close to 50. So we'll power this on a regular outlet. I know this is safe to go, and I also changed two lamps, the FM lamp and the Dolby FM lamp. They're both working now. Okay, so I'm going to power this on. There it is. Nice blue lamps that they've installed in here, right? Nice. So the relay has clicked in, and I just want to check what my voltage is. A working a receiver like this, the voltage should be normal. When the relay clicks in, everything should be normal. So if you have an issue with a realistic STA2000D and you start checking voltage, well, you can always, fall back and refer to this video where, Joe's Bench 506 had approximately 50 volts. So I'm going to check that right now. You guys are seeing my multimeter, I think. I'm going to zoom you in on that, making sure you guys do have that. There it is. Ground to chassis, and I'm checking the filter capacitors. And I said earlier, close to 50. I'm pretty damn close to 50. 49.9697. There it is. It barely made it to 50. So I assume the other one should be 50 as well. And there she be, 49.9. So filter capacitors, this is what I'm getting from the power supply. Now my output transistors are right here. I should have the exact same voltage as the filter capacitor. Like, just check that. I'm measuring the B minus right now. It's at minus 50. Minus 50. If I check on the other side, the other side should be my B plus on the output transistors, and there it is. Plus 4992. 4992. So everything is working great here, and I knew that already. Relay clicks in, it doesn't detect any DC voltage. We're on DC voltage now. Let's check what I've got for DC voltage. I can do this in millivolts as well if I wanted to. Check that out. 10 millivolts. And the other one is at 6 millivolts. Perfect. Wouldn't even have to touch none of that. According to all of this, I'm doing this service for this guy, and I actually had this board out. I'm not sure if I was recording at the time, but I took these 3 screws out of here so I can move this circuit board here. So I was able to spray some really good stuff, the potentiometers, and checked all the capacitors on that board as well. They all checked. Superb. Okay guys, so I'm almost ready to put the bottom back plate back on. I'm just going to check, maybe I won't put it back on because I want to do the bias. I don't have to do the bias, but the customer asked me if I could check the bias, and I will. And these are the trimmer pods here. I got one trimmer pod there and one there. One of them would actually be for the DC voltage. The other one would be for the bias. So I don't know where my pins would be connecting. I think maybe I'd have to use these pins here, so I won't put the back just yet. So I'm gonna have to go get the schematic for this, and I'm gonna be right back. This is the alignment. That's pretty cool. It's supposed to be setting this to 20 millivolts. The trimmer pod 501 and 502, just the voltage across the emitter resistor are 507 and 5. No, I'm sorry, the DC voltage was at 20 millivolts, so anything under 20 millivolts is superb. The idle current, it says here that the emitter resistor 557 and 558, and I am supposed to adjust this to 17.5 millivolts. Okay, and the VR 503 and 504. Got this. Let's get back to show you. So this is the emitter resistors right here. This is the 508 and this is the 507 right there. Okay, so I'll mark them for you. So it would be this one and this one. So left channel and the right channel. Okay. I'll change my probes here to something more appropriate. This one is going to be a bit tricky, isn't it? It always has to be a little more tricky, isn't it? I think I will power this off just in case. Okay, powered it off for safety purposes. Let's power this on again and see. Put this on millivolts. I'm measuring okay. Okay, on a regular outlet, guys. I've got it hooked up on the right channel right now on the emitter resistor, which is this one right there. The right side is 508. So this is the pot right down there. Well, they made it complicated enough, didn't they? So I'll use this one. I've got more protection on this one. I'm hooked up to the right channel, and I should have, I don't know if you guys have seen this. There it is. We're going to make sure that you do. There. So I am supposed to be reading this at 17.5 millivolts, and I'm at 21. Really, it's really no big deal. But if you had to, by changing any of these output transistors, this would be the pot down there. Notice how I touched it a little bit. It's moving. There it is, 17.5. 17.5. How accurate is this now? That's pretty cool. 17.5 is what I'm getting on the right channel. Now let's go check the left channel. I am going to power this off though. I don't really trust myself for the bottom one. Kind of a little worried about it. This is a powerful lamp, eh? I don't want to short anything out on this. This is working properly. I'm wondering if I can't just do that. Power this on. And I'm measuring. Relay clicks in again. We're going to let this warm up a little bit though. So I'm climbing up slowly but surely. So we're supposed to be at 17.5 according to the schematic. 17.5 millivolts. That goes pretty quick. And the trimmer pod for this one is way down there. I really like the blue lights on this. It really does look nice, eh? It's a really nice receiver. All the new buttons are right down here, all nice and clean. Look at that, how shiny this is, eh? I can't wait to put this back. Look at this. I never even touched it. 17.6. So I'm not even going to bother touching this. And it's settling down now, as a matter of fact. Not 18. Oh, come back down. What do you think, guys? Should I bring it down? Okay, so it's at 18.4. I can bring it down. $17.5. Check that out. So the bias for the left and the right channel is perfect. We're not going to bother with this any longer. I'm totally happy with this. Okay. Let's not poke any of this. And I'll check the DC voltage again in front of you guys so you guys can see that I have, oh, I'll put this on millivolts. And here's the DC voltage. below 10. Below 10 millivolts, and it's calling for 20 millivolts would be normal for this, but I'm below that. Oh, 10. This is really nice. Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna power this off. I want to put the bottom plate on first before I start testing this out for how many wattage that I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna do that. But I'd like to check, I'd like to put the legs back on and actually put the front plate back on. That would be a good idea. There, guys, nice and clean. Nice. So slap this back on. So perfect. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is right dead center. There. Very last one. Oh. This was painful. Okay, so this is done. Okay, let's put the bottom plate on, please. All right. There. Bottom plate is on. Now, how many watts per channel am I getting with this? I didn't even check. I'm really not sure how many watts per channel. Just curious though, what are we getting? And we're gonna do that right now though. Speakers are all hooked up into a regular outlet. I am gonna power this on. I got 1000 hertz of frequency. My scope here, and I'd have this all set up. I'll show you what I mean. I can hear this, so I'll mute this. put this on an 8 ohm load, and we're gonna crank this up. Check this out, guys. At half, you're giving me 4.8. Okay, almost 5. One notch gave me 5.6. 4.8. Okay, so I can crank this up probably pretty high. I'm at 3 o'clock now, and 3 o'clock is giving, I've got distortion at 3. So 26 RMS, 26. Yeah, you're pushing over 80 watts per channel with this with no distortion. I'll show you guys. And I can actually hook up my multimeter on one of the channels in the back here. Doesn't really matter which one. Whichever one is closest, I guess. There's one. So I've got it hooked up on the left channel, and I'm going to put this on AC volts. And you guys gonna be able to see all this? Oh yeah. Alright, let's crank this up. I'm at 12 o'clock right now, 4.7. There's 4.6 on there. And at 3 o'clock I'm at 26. And 3 o'clock I don't have any distortion. I'm at 26 and a half. One more notch over this. I am starting to get some distortion. And if I crank this up all the way down, well, all the way up, I do have distortion, but this is giving me 30. 29.6 on there, so 30 RMS is pretty powerful. So at no distortion, we're reading 26.5, okay? So there you have it, guys, 26.5 RMS. I'm all done with this. In all these pots and switches, I did change 2 of these lamps out there. I've checked all the capacitors on that. Everything looks really nice. Cleaned everything out. No DC voltage. We set the bias at 17.5, which was easy enough. You know, emitter resistors on each side and go. Anyways, guys, this is going to be it for the service on here. I'm going to put the cover back on the sides, and if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and we will catch you in the next video. Put the back screws. I've got 3 more screws left.